Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen and thanks so much for stopping by my channel. So today I'm going to be making a really quick and easy and delicious side dish. I'm going to be roasting some vegetables. Now these are going to be root vegetables. I'm roasting potatoes and carrots and some garlic, and they're the perfect side dish. Me and my family, we absolutely love roasted vegetables, and I make enough so that we have it for at least 2 dinners. So stay tuned for my roasted root vegetable recipe. I'm preheating my oven to 400 degrees, and then I'm starting with about 30 mini potatoes that I've already washed well, and I'm going to cut them in half. You can leave these whole because they're quite small, but I want to roast them quickly, so that's why I'm cutting them. Now that all the potatoes are cut, I'm going to drizzle a good amount of olive oil on them, and then I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of an all-purpose seasoning. And I'm just going to give it a good shake to mix in the olive oil and seasoning, making sure that all of the potatoes are well coated. You can also just use some salt, pepper, and some garlic powder instead. So I'm going to be using 2 baking sheets here because I have quite a lot of potatoes, and I've placed some parchment paper on each. I'm dividing these on 2 baking sheets because I want to make sure that the potatoes have enough space and that they get crispy instead of steaming. I'm putting these in the oven for about 30 minutes until they're fork tender. So here I have 1 large carrot that I've already peeled and washed, and I'm going to dice it. I love roasting carrots because the sugars in them really intensify, but they're not as sweet as something like sweet potato, so it's perfect if you don't want something too sweet. I'm adding the carrots to the same bowl that I used for the potatoes because there's still some oil and seasoning in it, and then I'm drizzling just a little more olive oil and mixing it up. These are going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes until fork tender. Next, I have 1 large yellow onion. I'm going to peel it and then chop it up. I've used red onions here too, and they're really good. The yellow onion will give some spice to the dish, while a red onion would be sweeter, so it's really up to you what you'd like to use. So I'm doing the same thing as I did with the carrots and potatoes. They go into the bowl, I'm drizzling some olive oil on them, and I'm tossing to coat. I'm putting the onions in a baking dish and covering it with foil because if I put them on a pan, they might burn. They're going into the oven for about 20 minutes until fork tender. And last but not least, I have a head of garlic that I'm wrapping in foil after drizzling with some olive oil. These should take about 20 minutes as well. Once it's soft to the touch, you know it's done. The potatoes, carrots, and onions are ready. I'm adding them all to 1 bowl as a side dish for dinner tonight. This would go really well with some roast chicken or chicken wings. I'm only going to use about 6 cloves of garlic here and keep the rest for another dish during the week. Once it's roasted, the garlic easily squeezes out of the skin. So I'm just taking a fork and mashing the garlic before adding it to the bowl. I'm mixing in the garlic, but I'm trying to do this as gently as possible because I don't want to mash up the potatoes here. And here it is. Nicely roasted on the outside and tender on the inside. The perfect side dish. So if you make these roasted vegetables, let me know how it goes in the comments below. And if you like my meal ideas, don't forget to click on that like button and subscribe. Until next time, take care.